Hello everyone, sorry for the year-long break. I just finished school, so hopefully now I'll have more time to make more desserts and film the process. In the meantime, one of the desserts that I make pretty often is chocolate lava cakes or molten chocolate cakes, chocolate fondant. It has many names. From my experience and reading many articles, there are two main ways to make chocolate lava cakes. The first way is to cook the cakes all the way, and the molten center is the result of the added chocolate ganache. And the second way, which is what I usually do, is to underbake the cakes, so the molten center is essentially undercooked cake batter. I hope Carl Casper doesn't come for me. Let's get started. The ingredients you'll need are flour, cocoa powder, vanilla extract, butter, chocolate, sugar and salt, and 4 eggs. You'll need 2 yolks and 2 whole eggs. I'll have the exact measurements written in the description box and a pinned comment. This recipe is inspired by Chef John's from Food Wishes. I love you, Chef John. The equipment you'll need are a couple of bowls, 4 ramekins as baking vessels, a spatula, and a whisk. First, preheat your oven to 355 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius, so you don't forget to do that later. Then, you'll break the chocolate into small pieces and slice the butter into pads. It's also a good time to put some butter into the ramekins so they will soften, since you'll need to grease the ramekins later. Now, let's microwave the chocolate and butter mixture. I did mine at 900 watts for 1 minute and 20 seconds. To prevent the mixture from burning, I like to stir it after a minute, then after that, at 10-second intervals until everything looks combined. Then, let's prepare the egg mixture. First, separate the yolks from the whites, then you'll need 2 whole eggs after. Briefly whisk them together, then add the sugar and salt mixture. Beat the mixture together until the eggs look foamy and a bit lightened in color. That process usually takes me 5 to 7 minutes by hand. Then check the chocolate mixture to make sure that it's not too hot or it would cook the eggs. Then pour it in. Mix them together. Drizzle in the vanilla extract, then mix them again. Look at that, so luscious. Then add the sifted cocoa powder into the chocolate egg mixture. As you can see, the cocoa powder is hydrophobic, so it will be difficult to mix it in the beginning. I like to drizzle the batter onto the powder as I'm mixing to make the process easier. And it's okay to mix vigorously at this stage as the flour hasn't been added yet. The only thing you'll have to worry about is trying to keep the cocoa powder from flying out the bowl. When everything looks combined, add the sifted flour in. As you can see, I'm using the same technique. Drizzle the batter onto the flour to help it combine. Near the end of the mixing process, which is when you can still see the flour streaks, I like to switch to the spatula and finish with folding to prevent overmixing, which can toughen the cakes. It's time to grease the ramekins. I'm using the butter wrap so my fingers don't get too messy. I have also seen others dust the ramekins with flour after greasing to ensure that the cakes would not stick. However, I have not yet had any problems with sticking with just the butter, but it's an option. It's time to divide up the batter into the ramekins. You can just eyeball it. And don't worry about that one spot, I'll clean them up later. There we go. Then transfer the ramekins onto a baking sheet and bake them for around 17 to 20 minutes. I usually bake mine for 18 minutes and spin the sheet halfway through the bake. And here are the finished cakes. I like to pull them out when there's still a wobble in the middle and the outside looks set. To serve them on a plate, you can run a knife through the outside. Then, with caution, because they're really hot, invert the ramekin onto a plate. And admire the chocolate lake. I really enjoy this dessert. The chocolate lava cakes are not too sweet and I love how decadent they are. You can garnish with a little bit of powdered sugar on top, slice of strawberries, or whatever your heart desires. If you have any comments or recommendations as to what I should make next, let me know down in the comments. And again, the exact measurements will be in the description box and in a pinned comment. See you in the next video.